Good morning. Here are the Sanibel Island and Southwest Florida update as of April 16th, 2023. Fort Myers Beach has a problem with people stealing sand that is meant for their emergency berm project. Massive piles of sand are scattered across Fort Myers Beach. Each truckload of sand costs between $700 to $800, which is paid by tax dollars. It is not free for public use. Council member Bill Veach said, "This is part of an emergency berm project. We're putting the sand down for summer storms, for protection along the beach, and for people's houses along the beach. But more importantly, it is important for sea turtles," end quote. A resident of Fort Myers Beach witnessed two men shoveling sand into the trunk of their car next to the Wyndham Garden Hotel. She said moments later, a Good Samaritan drove up to the looters, blocking them from getting away. The town's environmental project coordinator showed up on a golf cart and made the looters scoop the sand out of their car and put it back. He said he wouldn't call the police if they promised not to do this again. The sand thieves said that they work down the street and their boss told them to get the sand. The town of Fort Myers Beach put out a message on social media on Friday and said the sand is not free and told people not to steal it. They confirmed there had been at least one case of sand looting and said it had been dealt with. A side note, the city is the one who's using the term looting. I don't really consider this looting. This is just theft, straight out theft. But seems everyone prefers the term looting in the last couple years when it's theft. I'm also a little perplexed by this story in general. First off, shoveling sand into the trunk of their car. All I can think of, that trunk will never be the same. Sand gets into everything. They're never going to get it completely clean. Secondly, what does the contractor want the sand for? I'm from the Midwest. All we use sand for is to fill sandbags to prevent flooding. I understand they need sand to rebuild beaches, but contractors really aren't in charge of that. So I'm just curious, why would a contractor working on a home want to steal sand? The more I read about these Florida contractors, the more I think they are just shady characters cutting corners to save a dollar at someone else's expense. The Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation's Coastal Watch will honor Earth Day by cleaning up beaches and toasting our planet at a special reception. The Sanibel Beach Cleanup starts with breakfast provided at the Bank of the Islands from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, April 22nd at the Bailey's Homestead. Cleanup will be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Sanibel Island. The sign-up link can be found on their SCCF Facebook page. SCCF also announced sea turtle nesting season has officially begun. We are so excited to welcome the turtles back to Sanibel and Captiva to nest. Our team of staff and volunteers were out on the beach this morning for the first day of nesting surveys. These surveys are important to monitor the status of sea turtle populations, especially as we evaluate the effects of Hurricane Ian. Remember to do your part to help the sea turtles this season by removing trash and equipment from the beach, filling holes and flattening sandcastles, respecting nesting signs, turning off all your lights at night. We look forward to a wonderful season," end quote. Thanks for listening.